You're live, it says. So I'm calling this a win. We've had some tech issues the past month, to be honest. So I did log in and get this going a little early so that I would have time to troubleshoot if needed. So with that, I will go ahead and just get us kicked off. Welcome everybody a little bit early. And then I'll take a moment to set up my space and you can set up yours. So if this is your first time here, my name is Katie Tombaugh. I'm the founder of Wellness Collective. This is a relatively new channel, not a new business for me, but a new channel, a new format. And we are gathering most Fridays at noon for a completely free total body workout. The intention is to make this easy to do from anywhere, meaning if you have an office with a door, go ahead and close the door, roll out your mat, squeeze in a workout, take your phone or device to the fitness center, follow along, get a group together in a conference room. Just want to give you options to make it easy to layer activity into the workday. A lot of us are professional sitters and we really struggle to get it in. And so my business really specializes in all things health and wellness in the workplace, but especially getting people moving right within the workday and with low barrier to do so. So with that, for this workout, you'll want to stream some music that gets you going. You'll want some water. You'll need dumbbells. If you have many sets of dumbbells, that's great. Just gives you more options to customize the workout. We generally lift a little heavier for legs, chest, and back, a little lighter for arms and accessory work. What else? Footwear is optional. A mat is nice to have, especially on a hard surface that could be slippery. I would have a chair nearby. Sometimes it's helpful to be near a wall. What you'll notice today is that I am streaming from the office. So you can see what it's like to join from a conference room. And sometimes I do this from my home gym. But again, with some of the tech issues, I did some speed testing and it looks like we're good to go here. So with that, I'm going to set up my space, set up my microphone. When and if you are with me live and you have some kind of feedback for me about the quality of the video, the quality of the audio, that's all good for me to hear and know. So please use the chat. Also, just to give me feedback on the workout would be great to use the chat as well. So go ahead and take a moment to set up your space and I'm going to do the same and then we will get kicked off here. All right, that's step one. Get our microphone in place. Best we can. All right. I don't think I'm going to need this jacket. It is a warm, beautiful day in Central Ohio. I am going to grab some water. Oh, and I might shut the office door. Give myself some privacy. All right, my friends, we are ready to warm up. So we are setting ourselves up in a comfortable squat stance. We sit back into the hips. We reach overhead, arms meet, and we go again. 15 reps here. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the push through the legs. About halfway here. Last 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and drop and hold. Open those arms up wide. It is a reach and pull, squeezing the back, retracting the shoulder blades, working on a little bit of endurance here in the thighs. Let's have 3, 2, 1. Hands to the tops of the thighs. Tuck and round. Flex the spine. Roll the shoulders back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and reach those arms out wide. Just start circling arms back. Soft knees. Tuck your hips a little bit. Get your core activated. We'll reverse the circle. We'll take some arm swings, just alternating which arm goes on top. And then we'll step the legs significantly wider apart, more of a sumo squat position, just down and up here. Waking up those inner thighs, spine stays nice and tall. So the whole point of warm up is to be and stay dynamic, get blood flowing to all the soft tissues, kind of get our mind ready to work as well. Let's have 4, 3, 2, that's 1. We stay here. Lift one heel up, lower it down. Kind of hard to see with the glare. Up and down. This is for foot and ankle benefit. Keep them nice and mobile. Again, building some heat in the thighs. A little bit of pre-fatigue. Very nice. We're going to keep both heels flat. Reach the arms forward. Start pulsing down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, that's 1. Go ahead and stretch the legs, shake it out. And we're just going to jump right in. I could keep going. I could get the heart rate up even further, but I think it's better that we get to work. So go ahead and fetch some dumbbells. If you have many options, grab your heavier set. For a front squat today, so we're just bending at the elbows, holding the weight in front of the body. Again, comfortable squat stance. Sit back into those heels. Nice, strong drive and push through the thighs, through the glutes. Chest up. Good, about 5 more here. And rest. Good. Next, we are transitioning to shoulders. So you have an option. You can continue to work with the heavier dumbbells, or you can make a switch. We are doing a slightly more advanced variation where one arm has to stabilize and the other arm does the pushing action. So we go wide. We press both arms up, soft knees, heavy tailbone, alternating the press here. So you get straight arm work and bent arm work, which I really like. Right up overhead, lock out that elbow. I know a lot of trainers don't say that, but I feel and think differently that we need to get strong in that joints full range of motion. And for some of us that are hypermobile, we have to learn to control our strength and our stability, become stable rather, in that fully elongated position. Admittedly, I've lost count because I'm talking and doing. Feels like about 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. We keep the weights close to the body as we bring them down. If you need a rest, set them down. The next thing we'll do is a bent over row. Again, for legs, chest, and back, sometimes shoulders, we try to go a little heavier. So your heavier dumbbells will be great for this. We are going to come into a lunged stance. One leg forward, one leg back, abs tight, hinge forward. Squeeze the back, retract the arms. 15 reps here. Exhale on the pull. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, notice which leg is back so that you make a change next time. I'm going to have you shift your weight forward. Just let your dumbbells hang. Get all your weight on your standing leg. Your back leg will lift and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze the glute. Almost there. 9, hold it up. 10, Just try to balance, more airplane position, and up with control. So I like to just add a little bit of bonus work at the end, something that challenges your core and or balance a little bit more. So grab a drink. Great to see some folks have hopped on. Thank you. It makes my job way more fun to have a live audience. So take a couple of breaths. Again, I'm talking and doing. So I do feel a little winded. We're going to fetch those heavier weights again, or whatever it is you're working with today. We go back to our front squat. So you got the weight stacked and loaded at the front of the body. It's an inhale, sit. Exhale, drive through those legs. 15 reps. Good. 5 more here. Ooh, that office is heating up. Sun's coming in. 3, 2. That's 1. Very good. I challenge you to kind of think ahead as we go so you can try to remember this sequence. Next thing we'll do is our overhead press with one arm stabilizing, accent up. So I think soft knees, tuck my tailbone a little bit, and then I feel the core kick in. 1 and 1, at least 10, 2, 2. I'll try to keep you honest with my counting today. It's a lot to count and do as I kind of complain weekly. Breathing. Stretch those elbows. Almost there. And rest. Good. So remember, or recall rather, which leg you had back so that you can choose the other leg this time. So I'm going to face myself the other way, get into my lunge, bend over row. Heaviest dumbbells you got will generally be good for back. Most of us don't have 100-pound dumbbells at home. Back initiates, arms follow. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, transfer your weight onto your standing leg. That's your front leg. Free up that back leg. Chest out, soft bend on the standing leg. Squeeze your booty, lift, and tap. Total of 10. Up and hold. Continue. Coming forward. A little extra balance work. And then up we go. Very good. Go ahead and take a break for your grip. Set that down. Grab a drink. If you're with me week over week, you already know this. If you are new here, I tend to train things in exercise circuits or sets of 2 to 3 exercises. We do it through, we rest and repeat, and we move on. Now, if you had all the time in the world, I might coach you to do 3 rounds of everything, 4 rounds of everything. Training for volume can be good for conditioning. So sometimes we prioritize lower weight, higher volume when we're first getting started, and then we shift to heavier weight, fewer reps when we want to build strength. But today, as with every Friday, 45 minutes, I just try to get a good amount of it all in. Try to do it all. Go ahead and make a choice for a dumbbell for a wood chopper squat. So for this, you'll need to be able to swing your weight up overhead with a little bit of momentum. So it could be you could use 2 weights. I'm choosing to use 1. I'm going to go a little bit on diagonal. I'm going to sit, swing, add some triceps work at the top. Sit, swing, elbows, snug to the head. It's a quick drive through the legs. Let's go to 12. That's halfway. Two more here. And bring it into the chest. Good. I'll go ahead and ask you to grab your heavier weights. We'll take a dumbbell deadlift today, and I'm going to keep us in that externally rotated position. So if you've been here with me, we have done this one before. We get good feedback on it. Folks tell me like, wow, I really feel that one the next day. So I'm going to turn sideways. It's a wide stance. I'm wider than the mat, and my toes are turned out. We call that external rotation of the leg. From here, it's chest out, booty out, flat back. You know, typically with a deadlift, we kind of go to the knees and recover once we pull from the floor. What I add on for this one is a reach for your lats over the toes. Abs tight to come up. Flat back reach. To me, this just hits the hammies whole new way. Lights up. Whole posterior chain, back of the body. Good. 4 more here. You'll know you're doing it right if you feel a massive stretch up the back of the thighs. And 1 more. Good. So for a lot of you, and especially all of us, I mean, for all of us using dumbbells, this is, let's be honest, this is not our heaviest lift. This is more for conditioning and mobilization of those hamstrings and a little bit of low back. If we really wanted to make gains, we'd have to lift super heavy, but we don't have that ability with this particular format. I'm hot. I'm going to prop my door open. I've got a little patio here, so hopefully this works. Or not. There we go. I got to get some air flowing. Okay. We are coming down to the floor for our push-ups. I pretty much never omit push-ups. Oh, what do we want to do today? Let's do a traveling push-up today. So what that means is you start in more of a plank setup. You open up the right hand, lower into the push-up. As you're doing the concentric action, the actual pushing, you push off, release your arm, and bring it back to center. Left arm, open up, bend, push off, bring it back, close. So I'll do this from my toes, but you can also do this from your knees. If you need to be here, you open, push off, close, or you can do it from your toes. So we're going to do a total of 12 reps. Your feet can kind of pivot, or you can step your foot as well. I'm just going to pivot for 12, 11, 12. And knees down, and stretch your back. Generally, it'll feel good to release that low back after that work. Good. Maybe flex the spine to come up, expand the chest. And we go again. And the fun part is remembering what in the heck did we do first? So we started with a wood chopper squat. So I had one of my heavier dumbbells held end to end. And we did this with some triceps work at the top. So chest up, booty back, swing, bend, extend. Pulling action through the shoulders, pressing action through the thighs, glutes, and triceps. Three more. Good. Weight into your body. Set it down. I need a drink. Forgot to cue it. All right. Didn't want to put it on my wood desk and leave a ring. So both heavier dumbbells. Legs wide, externally rotated, flat or technically neutral spine with a reach over the toes. Let's go. 12. Good, last 4. Don't forget the reach. And done. Good. Set those down. My mat is all wrinkled up. Here we go. Okay. So hopefully heart rate is up between those two exercises. We're now down to the mat for our push-up, traveling with that upper body from the under the shoulder position to slightly wider. Down we go. Up into your plank or modified plank. Right arm opens up, bend, push, and recover. Four more. And rest. Sit back. I like to round the back on the way up. Expand the chest. And onward we go. I have no clue what time it is, so I'm going to look. Awesome. Okay. I think my favorite body part to train is shoulders. So let's do a superset for shoulders. Personally, I'm going to use a heavier weight for an upright row and a lighter weight for a lateral raise. And so we're going to do these consecutively, which is good for endurance, but hitting the shoulders from different angles. So feet under the hips. You'll hear me say things like soft knees, heavy tailbone. What that means is rather than arching the back, soft knees, tuck your tailbone a little bit, and that keeps your core activated. From here, elbows higher than the wrist, and recover. Excellent for the front of the shoulder. Go to 12, that's 6. Very good. I'm making a swap, cutting my weight. I'm a big fan of a quick lift to the side and a slower lower down. So the tempo would be up quick, down slow. Up quick, down slow, slow. Quick, slow, slow. Soft knees, heavy tailbone. With a long lever like this, especially going all the way to shoulder height, we generally don't need a ton of weight. We can certainly load the shoulders quite a bit and modify the range of motion. Just depends on what's available to you. Feels like about 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. I'm going to give you something atypical next. I call it a deconstructed calf raise. Very, very heavy dance influence for sure. You're going to place your heels together, toes out. You bend your knees. Pick your heels up high. Straighten your knees and lower down. So for calves, and then foot and ankle mobility, stability. Get a nice calf stretch here. High heels. Stretch the knees. Lower with control. Let's do 3 more. A little surprise. Good. Keep the heels together, toes out. Reach your fingertips wide. Think tiny waist. Like I joke, your jeans just came out of the dryer, ladies. Gents, I don't know what it's like for you, but for ladies, sometimes we gotta like really pull in to get the jeans buttoned. Here we go. Up and up. Good. Good. Bend the knees, shake it out. So we did about like 8 to 10 deconstructed, what I call calf work, and then full tempo. So grab a drink. This circuit's not too bad. Letting my sweat calm down a little bit. It's funny, we try to promise a lot of our corporate clients lower sweat formats at lunch, but you know what? Some of us just sweat no matter what. I'm going to shut my office door. And sometimes people get really self-conscious about the sweating, and I'm like, I think we worry about that too much. It'll dry and no one will know. Here we go. Heavier weights potentially for that upright row. Here we are. Hands in front of the thighs, heavy tailbone, abs engaged, up and down. Three more. And rest. Good. Switching potentially. Lighter weights. Just taking a peek. Ooh, we got a thumbs up. We got a like that. Up this side, down this side. Here we go. Ooh, feeling it. 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome. Set that down. Had to think. Deconstructed calf work. I'm going to reverse the order. So rather than starting with the bend of the knees, you start with the calf raise. So we press up, While the heels are in that high position, you bend your knees. It's kind of a weird feeling. Put your heels down and then squeeze your seat, stretch your legs. So up, high heels bend, roll down, and stretch. Good. 4 more gets us to 10. And last one. Good. We have our rapid fire round, but instead of external rotation, we add internal rotation. So whole leg turns in just to balance out the work in the leg. Tiny waist, arms reaching up and up. Not an attractive leg position, but effective. And that's 12. Good. Neutralize the stance before you bend the knees and shake it out. Good, good, good. I think we'll come down to the ground, do some targeted glute and core work. To think about what I want to do. Go ahead and meet me on the mat. We're going to come into not only all fours, but onto your elbows. Now, what can happen here is the back can arch and you actually want to flatten out or keep that spine neutral. So if you are kind of bendy, go ahead and just tuck up and under, make your back nice and flat. Extend your right leg out on the mat, squeeze the seat, just lift and tap, just 10 of these. This is the easy part. Good. Now we hold it up, keep tucking under, super strong hamstring curl, and we take our rapid fire donkey kicks here. That's 8. 16. 24. 32. Good. Extend it, sweep it to the side, put the heel down, sit back as far as your body will allow you to go, and just enjoy a stretch. Good. Pop back up. Go ahead and come up onto your hands. Now remember which leg already worked because we're interjecting something else. Tuck the leg in. A little bit of T-spine rotation just feels good to mobilize the spine this way. So put your right hand behind your head. Open up away from the supporting arm as much as you can. Come down to the hand. Tap the floor. Open up, rotate, lower and tap. Just 10 of these. You want to be strong and supple. Very good. Very good. Now it's the second side. I'm swinging around so that you can see my working leg. Elbows and forearms. Flat back or neutral spine. Extend that left leg out and back. Squeeze the seat. Just hip extension, little glute work. Nine. That's 10. We take a very strong hamstring curl. Heel as tight to your booty as you can. Tuck those hips under. That sort of locks in so that you have a lot of resistance in your own body. You won't move much. Up and up. 3, 4. That's 8. 16, 24, 32. Extend it, little stretch, sweep it to the side, heel down, sit all the way back on your ankle, stretch. Whichever leg is out, that's the arm. It comes behind the head, pop up onto the hands, T-spine rotation, just 10 reps. Keep this spine nice and free. Core tight. And all done there. Very good. Go ahead and grab some lighter weights. Bring them to your workspace. Time check. Awesome. We're getting a lot in. Okay. Next, you'll have a seat on your backside. I'm going to not go true side, but kind of cheat myself toward the camera so that you can see what's going on. We have lighter weights. We load the shoulders with the weight. We are tucking and rounding back. Modification could look like one leg up, one leg down. And when we do our second set, you would switch. More advanced would be to have two legs off. Show off. You can do it with straight legs. I've already trained today, so I'm going to go here. Flip your grip. Extend those elbows fully straight and curl. Stretch, curl. Now, please squeeze inner thighs, knees, shins, feet together. Now, if you have 1 foot down, the next thing you're going to do is a little like recline further back and then crunch up into your leg. So it kind of look like here and here, here and here. Otherwise, those are the two legs. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crisscross applesauce. Set your weights down. Extend your spine forward, out and over the legs. Hip stretch. Swap out your legs. Good. We will do a second set, but not yet. So next, come into what's called an L-sit, which, to be honest, should not be hard to do. But for a lot of America, it is, right? A lot of folks, due to what's going on in the hamstrings and the pelvis, they legit cannot sit up straight. So you are working toward finding neutral spine, being right up on your sit bones, lower lumbar curve in place. You have two lighter weights, and your arms are extended. So for my long arms, that kind of puts my dumbbells underneath my kneecaps. Might fall differently for you. Core nice and tight. We're going to pull that weight right up overhead. Now, I'm hypermobile, right? So my arms go beyond overhead. That's not safe for some people. It's fine for me. Okay, from here, lower with control. Most people are working just to get overhead. I'm challenging myself to go a little beyond. Most people don't train this movement, so it can be really difficult for folks. Just 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Set that down, grab a drink. We are going to do that round one more time. So I call these reclined biceps. You could do this sitting on a bench, kind of balancing on your backside. Adds a little excitement. If you did that single leg variation, be sure to lift your other leg this time. For a lot of folks, this is a hell of a lot of work on the hip flexors. And I find for men in particular, the inner thighs. Now, women, we tend to train, I think, inner thighs a little bit more consistently. But for a lot of folks, it is difficult for this adduction, this movement or concentrated squeeze, rather, of the thighs together. So here we go. Flip the grip, full extension of the elbow, squeeze and curl. 15 reps. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the weight in close. I'm flipping my grip. 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Crisscross applesauce. Weights nearby. Forward fold for back and hips. Now, a couple of things that I've not been drilling every week, but I sure could, is the rolling like a ball action and the sideline banana oblique work. I'd like to suggest that you review some of the previous workouts and keep those, the rolling like a ball and the banana, in your repertoire, because I will bring them back and we will progress them. But I don't want to do the exact same thing every week because I might lose some folks. So a little bit of the same, a little bit of novelty is how I tend to train. Here we go. Legs extended, L sit, overhead pull, super tall spine, straight elbows, chest expansion, and down with control. 10 of these. You can do this with a cable, which is awesome. Definitely feel your core. I like this version sitting on the floor because most of America can't sit on the floor gracefully. Not a dig, just truth. Good. One more in case I miscounted. And rest. Good. Go ahead and set that aside. What I'm going to do today is kind of combine some final work with some flexibility work. Stability work with flexibility work, which will allow us to cool down but kind of sneak in some extra work. So if you are on a hard surface, I would suggest folding up your mat so you have a little more cushion. I'm on carpet, so I'm good to go. From here, we extend a leg. We pelvic tilt, so it kind of feels like you thrust your hips forward. We're going to go up and over, balance on the hand. If that's too much, you can make a fist. If your booty is cramping, you can turn out your supporting knee, and that might help. Now, typically, we do hip abduction here. It's a little bit of a hammy and glute day. So we've got our shoulders stacked. We lift the leg. I'm going to have you curl and extend for 10 reps. Whole lot of things working at this point. Very good. That's 10. Leg down, arm overhead. Lift your rib cage. Nice oblique side body stretch. Belly button to spine. Work your core to come up. We go up and over the back leg. Now, side plank. If your hand, elbow, etc. needs a rest, come down to your elbow. I am going to press up, not only with my legs stacked front to back, but I'm actually going to stack top to bottom. That's maybe not for everyone. So you can keep 2 feet down, or this is an assist, okay? Furthermore, we can get a little fancier. I'm going to go here. Slow 10 count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful dismount. Don't throw it away. And rest. Flex the spine. Open the chest. So everything I coach or do, which is a little bit of a Katie thing, is we move oppositionally. So we keep some freedom, some mobility. We're not doing these long static stretches per se, but a little bit of counter lengthening. Second side. Ooh, I gotta work fast. Here we go. Up and over. Get everything stacked. Lift, curl, and then leg extension, no rest, 10 times. Awesome. From here down, lift that waistline, up and over stretch. Use the core, up and over. We get ready to stack your version of side high plank. Getting myself into position first. Woo! Slow 10 count. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful dismount and rest. Good. Flex the spine. Woo! I have to do a bit of a quick cool down in terms of our final stretches. So come up through down dog. Breathe. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stack your hips. Release the top of the head. Bend at the elbow. Sway side to side. Release the arms. Start to round up. And roll the shoulders back. Good. Just going to catch a quick balance. Tuck. Just stretch. Second side. Good. Up. Easy back bend. Chest expansion. Elbows wide. Roll it back. And that's a wrap. Let me see. Ooh, right on time. Okay. Let's go. I'm going to come up here. All right. If you're able to hear me, see me, be active in the chat, go ahead and give me some feedback if you like. I hope you feel great. I hope you find that this follow along format kind of expands your repertoire, gives you something to follow along with, something to refer back to. And I have this all labeled as education because I really want to teach people how to exercise, why we do what we do. I think one of my strengths is, yes, explaining why we do things, but also sequencing things in a way that are friendly to the body and create really good balance in terms of strength and mobility, and not too much of any one thing so that the body has time to acclimate. And I'm really thoughtful about how I put things in order. So thanks for being here. I will see you next time. And I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great weekend.